Hi, everyone. It's Granny here. I just wanted to touch base with everybody today because recently they had a vigil. They held a vigil for Madeline Kingsbury. For those of you who may not know Madeline, she is a mother who went missing just a little over a month ago. She dropped her kids off at daycare with their father and hasn't been seen since. So we're going to break that down a little bit for you today. Talk about um, the vigil. I'll read you some of the articles that I read, and we're going to remember Madeline Kingsbury today. This is Granny's Crime Busters. Okay, so Madeline Kingsbury, um, who is she? What's going on? She was a woman from Winona, Minnesota, and she she disappeared. There's not much else known about her, which is really, really sad. Um, I think because there's been some very high profile cases in the media, this is kind of taken a back burner. I don't know why some cases are more popular. I don't like the word popular when you're talking about true crime cases, but I mean, I guess that's what they are, right? More popular than others. And this is just a really, really sad case. And I want to kind of just go over a little bit about what they did in this ceremony. They held it at a church, and it was the Winona residents who did this. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Um, all right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it says this is an article by the La Crosse Tribune. This Winona residents shine a light for missing Madeline Kingsbury. You can see people sitting there with a light on in the church. And it says about 300 community members gathered in prayer and solidarity Friday for missing Winona resident Madeline Kingsbury. Reverend Danielle Bartz of First Congregational led the group in prayer and a candle lighting Friday as speakers one after another said they would not give up in their search to find Madeline. Megan Kingsbury spoke to the crowd about her sister Madeline and her accomplishments. Megan and Madeline had graduated from Winona State University, was working at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, and had started a master's degree program at the University of Minnesota. In addition to all of that, she was a devoted mother to her two children, Megan said. And you could see where there were people that were there to just talk about her and remember her. Um, Her father, David, speaks Friday, surrounded by his family. And it's been 36 long days without Madeline, 36 long days of turmoil as we continue to search for her, she said. My family and I can never say thank you enough or express our gratitude fully to everyone that's taken part in trying to find her. Megan said the time since Madeline's disappearance has felt like years, but her family and friends will remain loud and will not give up. And I just want to encourage anyone, especially those living in that area. The police are asking for anybody with ring doorbells, anything that in that area. Please bring it forward to them because they're, they're stumped. They really need evidence in order to get anywhere with this case. So, and YouTubers, people on the internet have been such a tremendous help. I will never forget in the Gabby Petito case how that happened, and I really would like to see this for lovely Madison. Or Madeline. There she is in the photo, and I really would like to see that happen. Um, she was last seen March 31st when she and the father of her children took their 2 children to daycare shortly after 8 a.m. After returning to her Cary Drive residence in Winona around 8:15, she did not show up to work at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, authorities said. Authorities have led large organized searches since her disappearance. I guess the terrain it's horrible. It's rough there. Um, hmm. Any of you are from Minnesota, you know that that is actually true. And I have a ladybug crawling on my microphone. Sorry, guys. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Gotta love spring weather with these ladybugs, huh? Anyway, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent there, but I don't like bugs. I hate bugs. Um, so the train is bad. I lived in Minnesota for a few years, more in the city, but I did a lot of four-wheeling. And so I know what the woods can be like in Minnesota, and they're rough. They're very rough. Um, Madeline's father, David, surrounded by the rest of the Kingsbury family, said Madeline chose to stay in Winona after college because she loved the bluff country. But more importantly, she was surrounded by love. There they are, lighting their candles. We are anxious, but we have faith in the men and women tirelessly looking for her, David said. Take what you heard about Madeline here tonight as a call to arms. Before lighting candles, a slideshow projected photos of Madeline throughout her life, from a child herself to an adult mother. Songs were played along with the photos, including a recording of Madeline singing Lana Del Rey's Young and Beautiful. It was a beautiful service and it was well attended, said Winona resident Barb Weaver, who was at the event Friday. I think maybe with the moral support shown, someone will say something or the guilty will speak up. The Shining a Light for Madeline event was originally set to be at the band shell at Veterans Memorial Park in Winona, but moved to First Congregational Church due to inclement weather. Gotta love the weather in Minnesota. I don't know if you could tell I'm not a fan of Minnesota. Winona County Emergency Management Director Ben Klinger said since the search began, over 50 volunteer organizations have assisted. Everybody just wants to help out, Klinger said. Being a resident of the area my whole life, I can't say I'm surprised by the outpouring of support and everyone wanting to help. It is heartwarming and humbling to see every day. Mayor Scott Sherman shared letters from Minnesota's 2 U.S. Senators, Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith. Madeline's favorite color is blue. That's interesting. I decided to wear blue today. My goodness. This is for you, Madeline, wherever you may be. The color associated with healing, courage, and tranquility. Gathering tonight with everyone wearing blue and lighting candles is a beautiful illustration of how the community has come together with hopes and prayers that Madeline will be found, Klobuchar said in a letter read by Sherman. Madeline has shown people another community, Sherman said, that stretches beyond the borders of Winona. First congregational member Mike Hartson helped run the event and said about 300 community members attended in person, and the Facebook live stream peaked at 620 viewers. This is Winona they're going to support. Whatever the family needed, it was going to happen. We are very, very much focused in supporting your neighbor. Rodney William asked to take his candle home with him as the event came to a close. I took a candle, so when they find her, I'll be sure to light it again. That's incredible. Guys, that is incredible. it brings tears to my eyes, and wow, just makes me, you know, when they find Madeline, I will light a candle. I'll get on and I'll light a candle in her honor, just as he said. That's incredible. I'll go live, and I ask you guys to join me as well. But in the meantime, they still haven't found her. For those of you who don't know, I'm so glad that um, the vigil was focused on her. It belonged on her, right? But we still need to know who the perpetrator is. I have not heard a lot of speculation in this case, which is good. That's good. We could just look at the facts, and we know that she was, her and the children's father were not together, although they were living together. That she had recently broke up with him, but they were staying in separate rooms, and she was looking for a new place. Okay, so we do know that. We know that together they drove their children to daycare on that morning. And after that, we haven't heard, we don't know anything more. Okay, we don't. Now, that doesn't say the police may know something, but they may not have enough evidence yet to feel they can make an arrest. We know how that goes. It's kind of the same thing. We waited for a while in Brian Koberger's case. But the main thing is that those two little girls need their mother. I'm not sure if the children have been given to her family or anything yet, but I know that they took the children away from the father, and they're not allowing him to have them. And they were in the hands of social services, but they haven't said anything about whether they've allowed her family to take those kids or not. I don't know. I hope so. I hope they're with family. But either way, I'm sure they're getting taken care of, very well taken care of. It's such a sad thing, and we need to keep the focus on her. We need to keep the focus on finding her and finding the person who took her, right? So keep Madeline in your prayers. Light a candle for her now if you'd like, or join me when they do find her to light a candle together. I will go live just for that purpose. So I want to thank you guys for everything. I appreciate all of you so much. We've had a few new members again this week, and so I really want to push toward 100 guys. I know that sounds silly. There are YouTubers that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And I'm just getting started, so I need your help. So be sure and subscribe, like, share if you can. And we're going to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at granniescrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.